I'm so nervous. I'm a little scared, but there's no reason to be scared. I just what if he just completely forgets who I am? That would be really awkward.
Hey, I'm here to see Miss Davis.
I'm going to Miss Ferguson's room.
Ferguson? Okay, yes. Come in this door right here.
Okay.
Can I see Miss Norman? Yes.
Okay, let me see.
All right.
The flooring and stuff is so different. I think she's this pod right here.
I did. I so am.
Oh my, there's people in there, that's great. Miss Heineman, Miss Garner.
What?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, can read a letter to you.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, are you going to the ducks? Yeah.
They're in the middle of something.
Hi, am I interrupting something? No. Okay. I'm Miss Goss. I have a little letter for you. You're gonna make me cry, addicts. Oh, he's right there, but he's on the phone. Hey, I have a gift for you. I'm nervous. I might cry because I'm crying right now. You're not gonna do this. I love you. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry. I don't have a voice. I have a letter for you.
Ben Jennings, come here and give me a hug.
How you doing?
You're gonna make me cry. Goodbye. Ready?
Can I interrupt for a moment, please? Dear Mrs. McCraney, I never thought I would be standing in front of you reading you a letter about how important you are to me, but here we are. I remember the first day of color guard tryouts my freshman year and how nervous I was, but you were always there to encourage me. Before guard, I was a shy, insecure girl that didn't know any of her passions or hobbies, but you, being the selfless and caring person that you are, helped me realize that it was guard.
Okay, you go. Dear Miss Cox, as I approach the end of my senior year, I reflect on all the wonderful teachers I've had at Lakeside. However, the one who has made the biggest impact on me has been you. As a new kid from out of state, I was so nervous about attending open house, but when I found out we shared a last name, it gave me a sense of familiarity and comfort. Even though it turns out we aren't related, little did I know at the time I would later consider you my family. I knew we had an early bond when every morning we would fill up the essential oil diffuser in the water the plants for the day.
Hi. Hey, Mr. Falco.
How are you?
Good, how are you? So, As you've probably seen from like other videos in the past, seniors are given the task to write a letter to a teacher who has made the biggest impact at their time at Lakeside. And immediately I knew that I wanted to choose you. I loved your class more than anything in 8th grade, and I looked forward to science every single day. I remember where I sat. I remember working on the project, the egg drop project outside of school with Liv and Charlotte, listening to the Chainsmokers as a joke, but only to find out they were actually good. And I remember how excited we were to give you your Christmas gift. I remember when COVID came and the last thing I wanted to do was online school, but when 7th period science came around, I was excited to Zoom.
Dear Ms. Bryant, it's been 12 years since I've sat in your classroom. I still have many great memories from being your student. While I'm sure teaching can feel like you might be going through the motions, I can assure you that you've made a lasting impact on me and many who've had you as a teacher. When I was in kindergarten, I would often be nervous to leave my parents for the day and come to school. However, I remember walking into the classroom every day only to be greeted with a hug and feel right at home. Because of your loving and welcoming heart, I believe that I wasn't the only kid who felt at home. You set a firm foundation for me at Lakeside to be able to achieve many goals that I've set. I believe that many of my achievements and accomplishments here at Lakeside can be tracked back to you, and I'm forever grateful for this.
Hey, Ms. Johnson, thank you for being one of the coolest teachers I've ever had. I remember my first year in this class with you when it was both of our first years of high school art. I remember me and Braden Free sitting in the middle of your room my freshman year and you hyping my art up way more than I thought it was worth. You recommended me for AP Art that very year, and I didn't wish to take it until I found out you would be the teacher. I really regret not taking any art classes since then, but even with my lack of experience and being majorly underqualified, you still let me finally take AP Art after 2 years. I'm not going to lie, after about 4 weeks in this class, I considered dropping it because of all it demanded, but I couldn't bring myself to do it because you had so much faith in me.
So, 6th grade. It feels like a lifetime ago, yet the memories are still very vivid. It was the roughest year, a time when uncertainty and fear surrounded me, more than a little girl ever thought possible. I remember that week very vividly. Oh, I'm sorry. The week of Aspire testing, I brushed off a horrible pain as a stomach ache until that night I discovered it was much more than that. At 3 a.m. I found myself rushed to the hospital, unaware that my school year would be cut abruptly short. Emergency surgeries became my reality and the hospital room became my temporary home. In those long days, it was the pages of books and binging of TV shows and games that brought me peace. And then there was you, my teacher. Your thoughtfulness in visiting me in the hospital and ensuring I had a signed yearbook waiting for me and the uncertainty of whether I would make it home some days speaks volume about the type of person you are.
Miss Goss, I don't think I'll be able to fully tell you the impact that you've had on me in this one letter, but I'm gonna try. One of my favorite memories from your class is singing along with you to the music you played on the radio during what was probably supposed to be quiet reading time. This memory stands out not only because I had fun singing my 6-year-old heart out, but also because it's a clear testament to your priority on connecting individually with each of your students and incorporating fun into what could easily have become mundane classwork. Your kindness and personal connection has had a continued impact, even past the 1st grade. Even in more recent years, your kindness in taking the time to visit me with crayons and coloring books after my car accident to provide a little bit of fun, and eagerness to talk with me whether I pass your class in the hallway or see you outside of school, has made me feel like more than part of your job. You genuinely have made me and all the students you teach feel like a family.
Missy, you've been such a big part of my life, school life, even before you became our teacher in my junior year. I know being a special ed teacher is really tough, but you always made it look like the best job. You've always been my #1 fan, cheering for me super loud at the Special Olympics and everywhere else. Your cheer makes me feel like I could do anything. You didn't just cheer though, you taught me so much, like how important it is to work hard and stay focused. This has given me a lot of confidence.
I never thought this day would come so soon or be this hard. I still remember the first day we met. I was terrified. I remember sitting across from you and barely saying more than 3 words to you. But you soon became one of my favorite teachers. He always found funny ways for me to remember things, and I can still hear a voice in my head when I'm writing. You have always listened to me over the years, even though it didn't seem like much. It meant a lot to me to have someone not judging me, but giving me advice.
When I first came into your class 12 years ago, I was scared as that person could be, but quickly I learned that there wasn't anything to be scared of because of your help. On the days when my brother was sick, you were one of the only people that I could come to and talk to. You taught me so much more than any other teacher would have taught me. You taught me between right and wrong, what happens when you go down the wrong path, and the most important thing is friendship. The people you introduced me to were still some of my best friends to this day. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be the person I am today. Just thinking about being in your class again brings a smile to my face.
Stokes, every day for the past 5 years, I've walked into your classroom and seen you. The past 3, you have trusted me first as an admin, and then the past 2 as the program student champion. Knowing that I'll soon walk into your classroom for the last time as a student makes me so sad. But I know that your next student champion, McKinley, will help you just as much as you've helped me, even though he's definitely got some big shoes to fill. You've always pushed me to do and be my best when I didn't think I could, and you pushed me to make my projects more advanced, which did make them more difficult, but in the end, it would always turn out better than I thought it would. In the past 5 years, you've helped me and my projects be recognized so many times by the media, school leaders, and state officials, helping me grow as a student even more.
Dear Coach Pettigrew, though our paths don't cross often, the memories and values you've instilled in me will never be forgotten. From being in your 4th grade science class to fishing with you and meeting up with the guys, you set a great example. I'll always cherish the memories we made and the memories and experiences we made in your class, interested me in the STEM field, which I'll be pursuing next year at Louisiana Tech. I vividly remember doing experiments with exothermic reactions, and that being my favorite experiment, and that was always a great memory.
I hope you know how much you have helped me through these high school years. Now I'm off to college at National Park for radiology, and I wouldn't be able to say that without you in my life. Ailey is hard to get out of, but with you, you made it happen and changed my view on a lot of things.
Oh my gosh. She's already out in the hallway.
What?
No.
No.
Oh yeah.
Mac, is that you?
I was trying to surprise you, but you were walking through. Here, do you want to go in your room? Yeah. No, it's okay. She.
Go ahead.
It's okay. It's fine. All right.
You're so precious. Oh my word.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Dear Miss Bramlett, as I reflect on my educational journey, I wanted to take a moment to express my gratitude to you for being such an incredible teacher and mentor during my time in kindergarten. You have always held a special place in my heart as one of my favorite teachers. Your kindness, patience, and nurturing nature made my first school experience unforgettable. I remember feeling so scared and nervous on the first day of school, but you greeted me with a warm smile that instantly made me feel safe and cared for. I cherish all the memories that were made under your guidance, and your unwavering support made me gain confidence and develop a love for learning that has stayed with me.
Hi, Ms. Slayton. I'm not one for meaningful letters, so I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for believing in me, giving me a chance, pushing me to be better, and never giving up on me. I remember as a freshman being afraid to commentate because of my anxiety, but I remember you convincing me that it would be fine and giving me the confidence to commentate for the first time. Since then, I've commentated over 50 live events and plan to pursue a career in commentating.
Thank you to you. I've been very brave. Those braveries helped me do awesome things. I got to be got to be in the Special Olympics and was a part of the varsity bowling and swimming team. I even started working at Camp Arkansas, and I know this bravery will be with me as I get ready for college. Your class makes me love art and feel good about what I can do. You let me show my art in the shows. It made me feel just as important as everyone else.
Your act of kindness provided me with the hope and comfort in a time that I needed it most. Your dedication to your students extends far beyond the classroom, and I am deeply grateful to have had you as a teacher. These are the reminders of the incredible difference a single act of kindness can make in someone's life, and a reminder of what Lakeside's impact has on their students. Thank you. You're more than just a teacher, you're a role model and a friend for every student who's had you and will have you. You're gonna go far.
You're gonna do great.
Thank you. Dear Miss Ballard, I can't thank you enough for the experience I've had this year interning in your class. You have made me feel welcome and more confident in my choice to become a teacher. The way you connect with your students is truly inspiring. Ever since I was in 4th grade, all those years ago, I have heard not a negative thing about you. Your love for your students is what makes you so successful.
There are a lot of reasons why you made a difference in my life, but these are just a couple of them. When I was in 7th grade, it was your first year to teach, and it was also the year that I was diagnosed with dyslexia. Finding out I have a learning disability in the 7th grade made that year hard for me. You helped me realize that having dyslexia doesn't mean that you aren't smart. It just means you have to work really hard and put a lot of time and effort into your work. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that thank you for being one of the ones who helped me overcome being dyslexic and being the nicest, understanding teacher I had throughout my years at Lakeside. You will forever be my favorite English teacher I've had.
Writing felt like a huge task, with each word and taking a lot of thought in each sentence, a gulf of self-doubt. However, you saw beyond my doubts and spotted my potential. Your dedication to nurturing that potential sparked a huge change within me. As I took on the college application process, I found myself drawn to opportunities that allowed me to showcase my writing skills. Thanks to you, I poured my heart into every essay application, ultimately earning up to $20,000 in scholarship money that has eased the financial burden of pursuing higher education.
I was so lucky to have you as one of my teachers, and you're really something special. Even if we never see each other again, you will forever be etched into my heart and mind. I could never forget about you, Miss Norman. I hope you're still impacting the little kids' hearts like you did in mine, and I hope those kids will forever see what I saw in you.
In the last 5 years, you have seen me at my highest of highs, and you have been there with me through them all. But most importantly, you have been there through my lowest lows, and I can never find the words to show how thankful I am for the unconditional support you have given me.
Thank you. Here. Miss Davis, as I sit here today writing this, I can't help but look back 7 years ago and realize how far I've come. 7 years ago, I was in your class and went through something unimaginable. When my mom passed away, I remember wanting to get back to school immediately because I didn't want to deal with the pain. I remember walking into school late that day. I came back and you, the class, greeting me with a warm hug. No matter what was going on that day, you always made sure to give me grace and patience because you knew I was struggling. No matter what, you always made sure I was okay, and if I needed a shoulder to cry on, you were there. As I enter my last few weeks of high school, I realize how much of an impact you truly made on me, and I can't thank you enough. Thank you for never giving up on me and being my light in the darkness. I will forever be grateful for all that you have done for me and staying in touch with me all these years later. Your impact on my life is greater than any words could ever describe, but I just want you to know you are what got me through that school year and what kept me going. Your kindness, patience, and grace did not go unnoticed, and I hope you know that. I am forever grateful for our bond and beyond grateful to call you my biggest impact, my birthday twin. I love you forever and always.
I can't believe this song is coming. I love you and I wish you all the best, baby. You're gonna soar.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. Oh, I love you so much.
To those who help us most grow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything you've done for me and for all of your students. Take care.
Muchísimo, mi amor. Para siempre.
I'm so proud.
I love you so much.
You made my time here truly special. Thank you.
Like a comet pulled from
Proud of you, man. Oh, thank you. That means a lot.
I'm so proud of you.
You are going to move mountains, I know it.
Oh,
You were
my
already
goodness.
moving mountains in kindergarten.
Oh, yeah.